The AI revolution has already started and nobody is ready. Right now, while most people are scrolling through social media, arguing online, or worrying about the next smartphone update, a technological revolution is quietly accelerating beneath the surface of civilization. Artificial intelligence is no longer just chatbots, image generation, or recommendation algorithms. AI is beginning to transform medical, scientific discoveries, robotics, quantum computing, education, entertainment, and eventually humanity itself. And unlike previous technological revolutions, this one is happening at almost a terrifying speed. AI systems are already discovering new drugs, designing new materials, scientific breakthroughs, generating realistic synthetic media, and evolving towards autonomous digital agents capable of acting on their own. The strange part, most people still don't fully realize what's happening because the AI revolution isn't coming someday in the future. It's already started, and society may not be ready for what comes next. For decades, medical research moves slowly. Developing a single drug could take 10 to 15 years, billions of dollars, countless failed experiments. Scientists had to manually test enormous numbers of molecular interactions, but artificial intelligence is beginning to completely change that process. One of the biggest breakthroughs that came from AI systems capable of predicting protein folding. Proteins are microscopic machines of life. Their shapes determine how cells function. For years, predicting how proteins fold was one of biology's greatest unsolved problems. Then AI changed everything. Systems developed by researchers at companies like Google DeepMind dramatically accelerated protein structures predictions. Problems that once took years could suddenly be solved in hours or even minutes. Guys, this is massive because understanding protein helps scientists design drugs, develop gene therapies, and target diseases with far greater precision. AI is essentially becoming a scientific accelerator, and that's only the beginning. Personalized medicine. Systems are now analyzing wearable device data, heart rate patterns, sleep cycles, blood sugar fluctuations, and behavioral trends to recommend hyper-targeted interventions for individual patients. Instead of reactive healthcare, AI could eventually create predictive healthcare, a world where diseases are identified before symptoms fully appear, where treatments adapt continuously to the biology in real time. Some experimental systems are already being developed in hospitals and research institutions, and over the next decade, medicine may become increasingly AI guided. AI diagnostic. AI is also becoming surprisingly powerful at diagnostics. Deep learning systems are now helping detect cancers, heart abnormalities, retinal diseases, and neurological conditions. AI models are reaching a surprisingly human level performance for specific image analysis tasks. Researchers are even using AI to monitor heart cell activity without invasive procedures. AI systems are helping to optimize radiotherapy to reduce accidental radiation exposure to healthy organs. This matters enormously because one of the greatest challenges in medicine isn't just treatment, it's accuracy. Tiny improvements in diagnostics can save millions of lives, but this also introduces difficult questions. Better than humans at certain medical tasks, what happens to healthcare professionals? Who is responsible if AI makes a mistake? And how much decision making should eventually belong to machines? For most of human history, scientific discoveries depended heavily on slow human experiments, but AI is beginning to fundamentally change how science itself is conducted. Scientists now use AI systems to mine massive scientific literature databases, identify hidden patterns, generate new hypotheses, and simulate experiments digitally. This dramatically accelerates discovery. Instead of manually reviewing millions of papers, AI can rapidly identify connections humans may never notice, and increasingly, AI is not just assisting science, it's helping drive it. One of the most important applications involves material science. AI is helping research design stronger materials, more effective batteries, superconductors, and next generational solar technologies. Traditionally, discovering useful materials required enormous trial and error experimentation. Now AI can simulate molecular interactions rapidly, testing thousands or even millions of possible combinations virtually. This could accelerate renewable energy, aerospace, aerospace engineering, computing, and manufacturing. Some scientists believe AI design materials may help unlock technologies that currently seem impossible. Cosmology and physics. AI is also being used in physics and cosmology. Researchers are training AI systems to simulate galaxy formation, analyze black holes, interpret telescope data, and mold complex physical systems. Modern scientists increasingly produce more data than humans alone can process. AI is becoming a new kind of scientific instrument, not just a calculator, but a discovery engine. And this is part of why recent Nobel Prize discussions increasingly involve AI-related breakthroughs, because AI may become one of the most important tools science has ever created. If AI alone is transformative, the convergence of AI and quantum computing could become something even bigger, potentially civilization change. Quantum computers operate fundamentally differently from traditional computers. Instead of simple binary bits, they use quantum states called qubits. This allows certain types of calculations to scale dramatically faster. In theory, quantum systems could solve problems impossible for classical computers, and now AI is beginning to merge with that field. Quantum computers are incredibly difficult to stabilize. Tiny environmental disturbances create errors. Researchers are now using AI to optimize quantum error correction systems. In other words, AI is helping quantum computers function more effectively. At the same time, quantum processors could eventually accelerate AI training itself, which creates a fascinating feedback loop. AI improves quantum systems, which creates a fascinating feedback loop. AI improves quantum systems improve AI, and together they may unlock computational power far beyond what currently exists. If this convergence continues advancing, it could revolutionize medicine, chemistry, cryptography, climate modeling, material science, and artificial intelligence itself. Problems that currently require years, massive data centers, or impossible computing might eventually become solvable. Some experts believe this combination could trigger one of the largest leaps in scientific capacity in human history, but there's also risks. Extremely powerful AI systems combined with quantum capabilities could disrupt cybersecurity, government, economics, and global power structures. Human civilization may be approaching an era where intelligence itself becomes industrialized. For years, AI systems mostly waited for instruction. You asked questions, they answered, but now AI is evolving towards something much more powerful. Agentic AI. AI systems capable of operating autonomously, learning user behaviors, completing multi-step tasks, and acting continuously in the background. This is a major shift because future AI may not simply respond to your commands. It may productively work on your behalf. Imagine AI systems capable of scheduling your life, negotiating contracts, researching information, managing businesses, coding software, or conducting entire workflows autonomously. Some early versions of this already exist, and companies across the tech industry are racing towards increasingly autonomous AI systems. This introduces something potentially revolutionary: digital labor. For the first time in history, human labor may begin competing directly with scalable artificial intelligence, not just in factories, but in offices, customer service, research, media, software, education, and creative industries. The economic consequences could become enormous. Entire professions may evolve rapidly. New industries may emerge, some may disappear, and society may need to rethink employment, education, and even the meaning of work itself. At the same time, AI is transforming media itself. Synthetic media is advancing at an incredible speed. AI can now generate realistic images, videos, voices, music, animation, and increasingly human-like digital personalities. This is fundamentally reshaping content creation. Entire films may eventually be generated partially by AI. Education could become hyper-personalized through AI-generated tutorial systems. Small creators may gain capabilities once reserved for massive studios, but there are also some serious concerns because synthetic media blurs the line between reality, simulation, truth, and manipulation. Deepfakes are becoming increasingly realistic. Misinformation could become more difficult to detect, and society may enter an era where seeing is no longer believing. The AI revolution is no longer theoretical. It's already reshaping healthcare, science, media, economics, and human society itself. And this may still be only the beginning. Artificial intelligence is becoming a scientific tool, an economic force, a creative engine, and potentially a new form of infrastructure for civilization. The next decade could bring advances more dramatic than anything humanity has experienced since the Industrial Revolution, electricity, or the internet. Some people see incredible opportunity, others see enormous danger, but regardless of opinion, one thing becomes increasingly clear. Human civilization is entering a completely new era, and the transition may happen far faster than most people expect because the AI revolution hasn't just begun, it's already here, and nobody truly knows where it leads to. If you've enjoyed this video with Future Minds with Steven, subscribe for more, and if you have any ideas for videos you want me to cover, please put them in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Peace.